Do you ever think to yourself, I don't need to wash my hands? Or, why do I need to use separate cutting boards? Or, who cares what temperature I let my food get to? These tasks and many others seem so unnecessary, but a lot of problems come about if everyone does not follow them. Washing our hands is an essential step when working with food. When washing our hands, the first step is to remove any jewelry that you may have on. Next, rinse your hands under warm water and lather well with soap. Rub hands together for 20 seconds. Rinse hands off and afterwards dry with a towel or a hand dryer. When we do not wash our hands, it makes it more easy for germs, illnesses, and contamination to occur, especially when working with food in such large quantities. These are the times through the day when washing your hands are essential to make sure no germs are being spread. After jewelry is removed and hands are washed, the next step is to put on gloves. This prevents the further spread of bacteria when handling the food. The final step before handling food is to make sure hair is secured. This can be done using a hairnet or a hat, either way that it's just pulled back and not getting into the food. Once you are cooking, the reason for using the separate cutting boards is to prevent cross-contamination. Cross-contamination occurs when the bacteria from one food is spread to another, which could lead to foodborne illness. By making sure the poultry is being cut on the yellow cutting board and the vegetables are being cut on the green cutting board, it lessens the chances of the bacteria getting from one to the other. A foodborne illness is a sickness that comes from improper handling of food. Some types of foodborne illnesses are Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. These can cause many unpleasant symptoms such as diarrhea, vomiting, and fever. Another example of the way they could spread is if foods are not cooked and held at proper temperatures. That is why this is another critical role when in the kitchen. One of the biggest rules to follow is not let the food stay in the temperature danger zone, 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. This is where bacteria will grow the most rapidly. The amount of bacteria can double in as little as 20 minutes. When cooking food, it is important to make sure that the food is cooked well done, especially meat. Undercooked meat increases the risk of foodborne illnesses. Chicken should be cooked for roughly 8 to 12 minutes to be baked fully through. Bacteria can be reintroduced even after it has been prepared and cooked properly, which is why proper cooling of cooked foods is essential. Overall, these are the main things to remember when working with food. Always remove jewelry, wash hands, and put on gloves before beginning. Next, make sure to use separate cutting boards for each type of food that you're preparing. Make sure food is being cooked and held at the proper temperatures. And always make sure that your hair is tightly secured.